Morning everyone, it's Maureen here. I'm doing this video from my home in Western Australia, and just recently I published an article called Getting Back on the Bus, The Highway of Life. And a few people said to me, well, how do we actually get back on the bus? And I thought that was a really good point and something that I'd actually share with you this morning. So I think there are a number of things to consider when you're getting back on the bus, and it's really difficult after you've lost someone that you love. But one of the big things is to actually have faith in yourself, to actually believe totally that you will get through this. And I know that in the early stages of grief it seems like you feel like you're never going to get through this, but trust me, you will get through this. So it's really important that you have faith in yourself and that you become your own best friend. There will be what I call support crew around you, but you need to be your own best friend as well. You need to become a warrior for yourself and for that belief and faith in yourself. And trust yourself that you can do this, that somehow or other you will get through this and you will find yourself one day where the sun is coming out a little bit more and you've actually stepped onto the bus. So there's those things. The other thing too is I think we actually feel like we are not in control of anything when we're grieving, but in actual fact we are in control of us. We can control what we think, the thoughts that come into our minds all the time, and I call them grief monkeys, you know, the feelings of I should have done this, I should have done that, why didn't I do that, blah blah blah. And we just need to change them around a bit when we're getting back on the bus. Just say to them, no, stop. I call it Mr. B. Mr. B comes to visit, so just tell Mr. B to be off, okay? And think about what you're having for dinner that night. So remember about having faith, about being your own best friend, being your warrior, and about being in control of you. The other thing to get back on the bus are the things I call the external factors around us. So one of those that's critical is your support crew. You're one of your support crew, like I said before. You're your own best friend, but then there's others around you, and it can be a friend that you see regularly, it can be family, although sometimes the people that we expect to be around us and support us aren't there, but other people will step in and will make new friends, new connections who are there for us. So you must have a support crew to get back on the bus. Grieving's a very solitary thing and it's very hard to do it on your own. The other support crew that is really interesting and valuable is to actually take support from the people that have gone before you, like myself, like other people. I'll be doing a series of audio interviews shortly, and you'll hear from a group of women who have actually stepped back on the bus and they've actually made their lives meaningful again. So it takes strength from stories of other people. That's your support crew as well. The other thing is communication central, and I do reiterate this a lot in the work that I do with people who are grieving, but it's really important that you find ways to communicate with your loved ones and to connect with them. And you can write to them, you can talk to them, but also hear, listen and look around you for signs that they may have left you something. So it's connecting, it's taking them with you on the journey, on the bus. You don't leave them behind. It's not the relationship you want, it's not what we want. We didn't want our loved one to die, and we actually want them here in person, but that's no longer possible. So what we have to do is adapt and actually take them with us in a different way on our new journey now. So yeah, that's the key thing. Let me see, was there something else? Oh yes, I know, comfort. You must actually, getting back to being your own best friend, find ways to comfort yourself and nurture yourself. And this also comes into the taking daily action too, or doing things that actually move you along. So I want you today, you could think about making a list of 6 things that you really enjoy doing or you actually get comfort from. And then every single day I want you to do that and see if that helps you to get back on the bus. Because every single day that you're doing something, you're taking a positive step forward for yourself. And over time it might not just be things that give you comfort, but it might be things that maybe you want to do. Look at the things that you used to enjoy doing and actually find one little thing that you might want to do again. You might want to start going out to the movies with a friend once a week, or take up dancing again, or go back to work or retrain. So eventually it's about setting new goals for yourself and forming a new life for yourself and getting back on the bus and taking the bus to the destination of where you want to go now. In the early stages of grief, some of these concepts are unthinkable because you don't want to actually, you want to be in the feeling that you're feeling in. You don't want to step out of it because you're just feeling so raw and emotional. And then, of course, we have to deal with giving ourselves permission to go on living when our loved ones died. And sometimes that's a struggle as well, but that's a whole other thing. So I'd like to leave you with those tips today, and hopefully some of those may help you to get back on the bus, the highway of life, and know from your very heart that you can do this. I know you can do this. I know you're a warrior. Speak to you soon. Bye.